Okay, so I'm going to try to replace the old TV with a new one. I've just cut a bunch of hardware, a bunch of wood, and now I'm going to frame this out. Well, I've just temporarily put in the pieces that I used to frame, and now I'm going to go screw those together. Okay, so what you can see I did was I framed this all out. Obviously I did that outside the RV. Screwed it all together. Then I came in and drilled these holes. Made sure everything was level. Has to be set back about 6 inches for the TV mount. So it should be fairly flush. And I put 2 screws in the top. I put them at the top because the TV is going to mount right about there. So if it's pulling, I can screw this in. So you can see I have some plywood right there, so I can screw that in. So it should be pretty sturdy with just 2 screws. If I had bought a couple more, I might have put them in, but I don't think I'm going to need them now. One thing I did do is I had this too high. I had to take it out, cut down, and lower it. It'll be perfectly fine. The center is right about here, so I'll have plenty of room to mount it. I don't anticipate any problem. I just drilled out the holes for the screws. Obviously these screws are going to go in on this side, and I'll have this end over here. So it'll look nice inside this cabinet. But just for leveling and cutting everything, now what I have to do is put a 2x4 right in the center. And that's where I'm going to mount the TV to. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, so you can see what I've done now is I refitted everything, put it all back together, and I put in that center beam. That is where the mount is going to go to shortly. But you can see now, I just have the screws on the inside. The holes that you drill through the wood just be a tad bit bigger than the screw, because the washer will help out. Alrighty. Alright, you can see I have the bolts tightened on both sides. This thing isn't going anywhere. It's solid as can be. Put a couple bolts in there. So now it's going to be a little challenge, but I'll mount the TV mount and hopefully get it in the right position the first time. Okay, well, I've got it mounted up. Seems to be pretty good. Now with this mounting bracket, you can see here, you can mount it in solid, or you could mount just this piece, this bracket right here, and the TV will slide in and out, but I don't see myself taking it out of this position too often. I did buy a TV, as you can tell, with a DVD player built in. That eliminated that DVD player right there. So now all I have to do is push these back, retract them, and tighten them up, and I should be fine. They loosen. You can see, picture's awesome actually. It's for just a cheap Westinghouse. I forget what I paid for it, but you can see, you know, I can tilt it to any location, any way. I'm not getting many channels here. I think it might just because I'm behind my house, but at least it's working. I've never known that. I don't know what program this is. The guy's name's Harry. Maybe it's Harry Connick Jr. But anyways, you can see, even from way back here, you can really see it well from bed.
You narrow yourself down so much that you'll be sort of focusing on your checklist.
So,
the man of your dreams
looks pretty good.
Walk right by you. Now, because you're so tall, you may...
Okay, so there it is. You'll notice that cord going up, I'm just running it off an extension cord from the house. I didn't want to power up the RV, so I'm just running it off an extension cord, which goes into here. Probably going to move that piece down to here. Now I have a whole other shelf there. Well, I'm going to put a panel behind it. I've had to order the same color as the cabinetry here. I'll put a panel behind it so that you won't see behind there. But overall, came out pretty good. Took a couple hours.